Instagram wouldn't be so bad either, Jason, if you did that. Oh, Net's on here. That's nice. Hello, Net. Should turn the volume down. Yeah, stream with the volume up. They don't like that. All right. That's a little bit better. Good morning, YouTube. Turn on the Instagram thing too. All right.
Good morning. I'm on my phone today. I don't know why I can't. My Discord doesn't come up on my laptop for some reason or another.
Okay.
I
I
can't
just,
find the link on there. So
oh no, that's okay.
yeah.
I saw you on here. It's all right.
Okay.
I just saw your face. It's good to see your face. That's all.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
It's wonderful to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, live trading. Join me on YouTube at Jada Trader. There. And, all right, we can work now. Sharing the screen again. We're on the NASDAQ, if everybody's wondering. And this is the 60s. So let's kind of find some things that we would either buy or sell. I think that's a fantastic way to look at the 60s. I'll start down here. We'll start with our buying and selling.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
199.
Order
I would also buy 199.77.
Order submitted.
200.30.
Order submitted.
Just above that at 53.
Order submitted.
Everybody, just trading live over here. Appreciate everybody. I will buy 20191. Sounds good.
Order submitted.
Then I start selling my sells. Let me change this to none. And I would start selling things like 20278.
Order submitted.
One.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
And I guess this would be what I would buy and sell today.
Order submitted.
Okay, that's the NASDAQ buys and sells. I would sell 205.38. I would sell, these are the sells, 205.38, 204.90, 204.26, 203.99, 203.54. There's a pair of sellers at 202.95 and 202.78. Then I would buy 201.96. I would buy 201.33. I would buy 200.54. I would buy 200.30. I would buy 199.77. I would buy 199.11. I would buy 197.99. I would buy 197.48, and I would buy 196.77. Those would be the things I would buy. What up, Jasper? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, P Doctor in here. All the usual suspects, all the usual suspect bullies. Tolson, I see you. Any questions about the NASDAQ? My brother, yes, brother. Okay, no questions. Moving right along. Let's go to the bonds.
Order filled. Order canceled.
Cool. That's good. That means you should kind of be in on one of the buys now. Feel good about it. It's been tested before. If you're into it, I would be into it for a good time and not necessarily a long time. I would target it, rise up, see how that goes. Okay. It should be making you some money. As you can see, this number is getting smaller and smaller. Okay. I'm not going to remove any of my orders, but um, I'll kind of manage it by how it looks to me right now. So I like to see you manage things properly here. Don't let things get out of control. Let your stop come in if it has to. Don't worry about getting stopped out on any one position because there's more than enough, more than enough, more than enough for today. Let's also look at the news again to see how the announcements came out. Unemployment claims came out 228,000, so that's a little bit better than we forecast. And prelim non-farm productivity cost quarter over quarter and prelim unit cost quarter over quarter came out better than we expected as well. So you'd be looking for the bonds to sell off, and then you'd be looking for the indexes to rise in this situation. Funny thing, the indexes are not doing it immediately. First thing they do typically if they're going to rise is they go down to rise, and then they start lifting. It came very, very close to my next entry, and they haven't touched it. So that's unfortunate. Maybe I missed that buy order at 20133 by just a hair. Looks like they came down to the 39s. Let's see what the resulting few minutes allow us to see. Okay. Let's get and go. Let's get and go. Let's go. Hey, did your mama say you could be out this late? Run away, run away, run away. Let's go. Hey, did your father say you could be out this far? Make a wish on the shining star. And I said, I always wanted a brother. Um, I'm going to start from scratch with this chart. I haven't seen the bonds in quite some time. So for me, I have too many old ideas on here. Let's get ready to kind of just start it over from the beginning. Horizontal line. Bye. All right. Now, make a wish on the brightest star, and I say, I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother, just like you. Bum, bum. If you meet the positive brother, you meet the gentleman's brother. I always wanted a brother. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. All right. All right, cool. If anybody ever has a question, you can just yell out the question. To me, it looks as though we have some good reasons to be bullish here. Looks like price will be trapped for a little while, and nothing's wrong with that. Little old-fashioned price trap. It seems we'll have a narrow day between 114.28 and 115.15 is expected. If we get any higher than 115.15, that'd be amazing, but we shouldn't get much farther than there, even with good news, as we've just had. I need to switch to this count. And let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour, I'm going to play the same game. Can I ask you all a question? Do you all prefer when I trade in sim or prefer when I trade live when I'm trading with you? Let me hear you. Tell me the truth. Do you like to see me
My
trade?
wife said live.
Who said what?
My wife said live.
Why?
He said why?
Because it feels more personable hearing his voice and.
No. He said on a live account or a practice account. Oh, okay. Okay, I made it clear too. I think she misunderstood what you were saying, but yeah, okay.
I'd rather see you trading some.
I trade myself whether I'm sim or live.
Oh, we just answered my question.
What does trade myself mean?
Trade the same way.
Your manager's with you in both situations.
Tell me which one you want. Sim or live?
Live.
Okay.
Live.
Tell me.
I would say, yo, flip a coin whenever you
Tell me
want.
why. Tell me why. I want to hear the last person. Why?
I say live because maybe you manage the drawdown more. I could be wrong, but sometimes a lot of drawdown happens.
Who else? Somebody else.
Yeah, I just said flip a coin, bro. It really doesn't matter. But as you know, when you get caught up in your questions, it could sometimes take you off your game. But you know, I just say, but really it will be a nice, I would say, breath of fresh air at some times to say, oh, he's trading live. Go, big brother,
Okay.
So
Yeah, it makes you think you're gonna trade slightly differently. I'm not saying you will, I'm just saying that's the thought.
It makes me think I'm going to trade
No,
different.
it makes us think. My experience has been most traders I'm around, they tend to trade differently live than they do in sim.
Okay.
I say live J because you get a chance for somebody to really understand what your mindset is, what your emotions are, how you're acting when the trade is when it's going through. So
Okay.
I think it'd be real good to see.
I think, good morning, Jay. I think sim allows you to be of more service to the room when you're in front of the room. Like when you like what you're doing right now. Sim, you could be way multifaceted. Whereas with live, you got to be more focused on what you're doing because this is your money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with that last take.
Yeah.
Yep. I think you're a better teacher when you're in sim because nothing else is
You just
important.
said live 3 minutes ago.
I didn't. I said sim.
Okay.
I didn't say live.
Okay.
I think you're a
I heard
better
your voice.
teacher. You're a better teacher to us in the community when you're in sim. You're teaching more so than when you're live. You got to be on point. So it's hard to do both of those things at the same time, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think we get the best J when you're in sim. And when you're not in sim, I think you're the best live trader there is, no doubt.
Well, if I can say one thing to that, Andre, I was with Jay when he was trading live. And trust me, he gave us as much, if not more. Because there were some days we were there till 1 o'clock, 12, so he gives his all. He's not gonna sacrifice. I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you from
that's why I said he could flip a coin, man.
because he will stop, he will go hours, he will do whatever. I've been there. So if I didn't have that experience, I wouldn't be able to say that. But I could say we saw him going down and we're like, oh my God, what you gonna do, Jay? He said, I'm not stressing over the money. I'm not stressing. Everybody else is stressing.
Yeah.
I don't have a doubt. I don't have a doubt in his ability.
Yeah,
That's not what I'm saying. I just think it's taxing. I think it's a lot on a person. That's all I'm saying.
But check this out. How when you in live and then you got because he's serving a range of people that's been trading for a while all the way to people just learning how to trade, and like that's a distraction if he's doing something live and someone got a question and it might be a burn in his eye. He got to really get and he's live and you got to
Order submitted.
Order be like.
I can't wait for these guys to become mentors, Jake. I'm serious.
It is quite a thing.
Order submitted.
It is quite a thing.
Let me say this, Jake.
Sure.
If if you are live, right, and then like I'm just I got some ducks crossing. I got to stop. If you live and like man, it kind of took my train of thought. But what I'm just trying to say is that like, oh yeah, this is it. When you got the NQ the goal, how you gonna focus on all those different, because you can't be in live in all those accounts. You only gonna be able to be live in one account. But you
You could
serving
be
people
live in
that's
multiple
trade.
accounts, but keep
I
going.
know, I know he can, but I don't. We wouldn't want Jay to do that, like to be live in all those accounts. We want him to be live in one account. But
You
what about all of us
appreciate the fact
watching?
that you care.
Huh?
I say I appreciate the fact that you care. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they're like, yeah, we want you to be live and everything, answer all our questions, wreck yourself if you got to, do whatever you got to do. You know, I think everybody presents a lot of. Somebody DM'd me. I'll tell you why I'm saying this. Somebody DM'd me and was like, you're in sim when you're doing your live trading class. And to me, that's like you're lying to people. You're lying to them. And you're not being honest and truthful because, everybody can make quote unquote money in sim. So I was like, man, if I were to trade live, I'd be a lot less educational and I'd be a lot less of that. It'll be the skill. That'll be it. It'll just be like a money-making thing. There'll be no actual growth. And I thought about it. For 199 bucks, should there actually be any education? Or should we just make the money, get out of the room? I call $1,000, I trade my money, I make 1,000, and then we're out of there. That would be easy enough to do. And then, if you miss it, you missed it type of thing. Or how do we do this? I was only reason I ask is because I was watching Survivor. You all know my family. We're addicted to some. We love Survivor. Anybody love Survivor, the show? Any Survivor watchers? Come on, any Boston Rob fans? Oh, nobody? Nobody unmute their mic talking about Survivor? You guys should watch Survivor.
Nope. Nope.
Great
Nope.
show. Great show.
I
Survivor.
survived these streets, baby.
Survivor
Nah.
and Big Brother are great shows because to me it really does break down group psychology for me. You can watch group psychology, you can watch age interaction, man and women interaction, and what creates polarity. You can watch racial interaction and watch what creates polarity there. And after watching the episode, like, our family will like miss it for weeks and then, daddy will make something or mommy will make something or everybody kind of chip in and then we'll just binge it one night when we don't have to do any work or anything. Everybody will just binge it all together. And after this last elimination ceremony, you know what I'm saying, when the last person got eliminated on the current episode, it hit me. I said to myself, snakes don't speak sheep. Snakes don't speak dove. So even if a dove is trying to communicate what it's communicating to snakes. So snakes would never speak dove. In inventory, we teach about the ruthlessness of market participants. Anybody in inventory, y'all can say, yeah, put your hand up. All my inventory cohort 10 folks. I see y'all. You know how we talk about the ruthlessness of market participants and the base nature of people and how we use their base nature to trade against them. And here I am operating in a environment of people and their base nature and trying to speak humanitarianism, you know what I'm saying? Or trying to speak this higher value system. And it's really it's like an oxymoron. If I talk about the selfishness of market participants, but then trade in sim, how am I being? How am I doing this sort of thing? How am I displaying? So I've given it some thought. I've given it some thought. I'm not saying that I'm there yet, but if I were to trade live, I would not care about your questions.
Exactly.
I would not. I would not. I promise you, I would not.
Can I ask you a question, Jeff?
Until I'm done working. Um, if I were to trade live, I wouldn't care about your questions. I would care about my money. That would be it. It probably wouldn't take a long time. Like I'll make $1,000 fairly quickly, but I wouldn't care what you thought, or I wouldn't care about your position. I wouldn't care if you were in anything. I guess the question is, should I for $199 a month? Should I even care? I don't know. But I hope that you all don't think that because I'm trading in sim, I'm cheating. I hope that what you all can see is that I'm trying to serve. I hope that you all can see that I'm trying to make sure that my attention is more squarely focused on your outcomes than my own. I'm hoping that that's what you see. Some of our trade room leaders decided if they wanted to trade live. And then maybe, at the end of a session, I'll go live and make some money or something like that. But I try and keep it easy. So that way everybody gets the most of me, you know. Oh, that's
Jay,
my
that's why I mentioned that, Jay, because people need to know you have, there's nothing to prove here. You know what I mean? And whoever made that comment, they're probably not in the community anyway.
Greg, I was with you. I had pinged that
trying to
already from
trade.
the
I
that's
just
question.
somebody
I had
who's
already
there in the
pinged it.
community. This person is in the community, straight
Oh,
up.
wow.
This person is a bully.
You can't please everybody, Jay. I'm sorry. You just
Absolutely
can't.
not. I'm
So
thinking maybe I should start pleasing myself more because it doesn't seem like whatever I do, I won't please you guys. So
I saw it. I
sit on
saw
here, like Greg was saying, I would sit on here till 1, 2 o'clock sometimes. Man, I could be somewhere doing something else. You know how long it takes me to make $1,000? I don't know.
Jay,
Hey, so Jay, I did have a question I was going to ask you. It was been a question for a couple weeks now, but I never got to ask was, when is the last time you actually traded since you had all of this going on?
I typically trade every day, just when you all are not around.
Okay.
I think that it is degrading in some ways for me to trade in front of you, make $15,000 or $20,000 in 30 minutes, and then walk away. I think that diminishes the spirit because that's just mean. The other thing is, I don't know what's in your account. Why should I every day show you what's in mine? There's a bit of vulnerability there that I'm not sure I want to expose. You start showing people that you make $5, $10, $20,000 in 30 or 40 minutes, and then they start saying things in your DMs like, "Hey Jay, my house. Hey Jay, my kid."
absolutely right.
It becomes a very vulnerable place to be as well. And then, hey, I won't, if I'm concerned about me, I'm gonna be concerned about me. Like yesterday, I was teaching somebody something. I end up, while I'm trying to show them where to put the stop and the defense and everything, I lose $800. So now I gotta spend my time making that money back when I had a $2,000 day, but instead I end up with a $1,200 day yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So what am I doing here? Come on.
That goes with the teacher. That's what's up. That
You see
goes
what I'm
with
saying? So
Yep.
I wonder those kind of things sometimes.
Jason, if I'm being honest, on Thursdays, I come for the education only. I don't even trade. I just listen to you talk.
I appreciate that.
Yes, I agree. I mean, I do trade with you, but I like it the way it is because all the mentors bring something to the table.
Yeah, they do.
So it's worthwhile listening to you as opposed to, yes, we had the training, but then there's something else from your personality, the way you look at the chart, you're going to say something. So that's very valuable.
Extremely.
Okay.
But some people ain't in here for the knowledge. They in here just to make some money.
Oh, for cash, baby. They want the
You know,
cash,
you know what I'm
baby.
saying? So
They want
you
the
know,
money, baby.
it's different strokes for different folks. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah, we serve them all. We serve them all.
Exactly.
yeah,
You
we
know,
do.
it's
Yeah,
it's
we
different
do.
strokes for different folks. You
Get
know,
in where you fit in. That's it. Stop complaining.
whichever way I'm one of those ones. Whichever way the wind blows, man. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. I think there's something to learn from everybody and
exactly.
in all
Yeah.
different ways. I was just wondering, because I think I got that DM yesterday. I'm like, really? You know what I'm saying? Like I thought people could obviously see, oh wow, this guy obviously he could just make money and leave us here in the dust. It's kind of cool that he's kind of taking time, but I don't think that that's how that person saw it. They saw it like, nah, man, trade live. If you're gonna be what you're gonna be, you know.
That person must be new too, because they obviously don't hear the who's in the red, and then you get people out like, what? Must be.
But here's the thing though, too. I feel like sometimes throw that out there on them. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you get a little account and you just, fund a little account with not your real funds. Let's just say you start a little live account with like $500 in it or $1,000 in it, and you build that on MES or MNQ. You get what I'm saying?
Who's doing that? Me?
No, I'm saying like you did that challenge. Remember you did the challenge or you
You're
did the
saying I should do
50K
that? Like get a little bit
every
of money?
every now and then. No, I'm saying trade like a live account every now and then. You get what I'm saying? Just to give
With
somebody
you
some
all or
wow
outside by myself?
with your community to give you some wow and give you some more content also. You know what I mean? Or maybe some
I
people should be
trade for
live.
3 hours every week and then I teach all the other hours. I have lots of content. What I don't have is
Right,
a
right.
video clipper. If you have a video clipper, I will pay them money to clip up all of this video. Do you know I've been teaching live every day? Like put it like this, BJ. I thought
I
about
came out of one of your live classes
I
every
think about this every day. Do you know one thing I thought about? A preacher preaches every Sunday, 2 hours. Let's just say that guy goes 2 hours. I'm in front of the screen every weekday for 2 hours. You know how much video I got? Zoom just told me I need to pay them an extra $300 a month to store it all. I've been teaching like this every day since 2020. No, 2019 fall. All of it's recorded. I need a clipper. Shoot, anybody know somebody who clip videos? That's what I need. I don't need no more content. Jesus, all the content is in there. You remember the other day when I made 800 in like 15 minutes? I couldn't clip that. I don't have enough time. I need an editor. You remember when who was that? Nia was scared to take the trade, and I convinced her to make a choice, and then she called a trade that was like $800 on the ES at the end of the session. That's gone. I have so much content, man. I got content everywhere. I do this every day. You gotta think, I'm on here every day for 2 hours. That's 10 hours a week. That's 10 hours a week, 40 hours a month of content, of actual teaching with a chart open. I got a lot of content.
Hey, Jay, you got a successful formula, bro. I mean, ain't no need to change this because one person's opinion.
I agree with that.
I'm not thinking about changing it. I know that the tail can't wag the dog. I want to hear how the tail is wagging. That's what this.
Well, I will tell you for me, I came over into the trade room. I purchased it last month because I found value in when at the end of the day, you always took the time to check to see who was in the red and you would get them out of the red. So if you were trading live, it would be hard for you to focus, as you said, on them and their well-being, especially if they're trading their live money. So, their real money. So if you're doing that, I found it very valuable that you could do that live and help get them back over into the positive. So that was the value of the class for me, or the trade room for me.
For sure. For sure. I like that.
I
It's
remember
like a
one time.
one-on-one, Jay. Shoot.
It is a lot like a
Yeah, I don't know. People don't understand this thing, man. Your time and how good you are, Jay. You like a beast, and it's like just to be in here on a Thursday. Oh, excuse me, and Peyton. I know you was trying to talk, man, but it's like, man, they don't understand it, Jay. Like you said, $10,000, man. Your time. You here on Thursday, man. And some people got here 119. They don't understand this.
It's a different game. I think
I
that's
I
remember
get
one
it.
time.
there's a breakdown in understanding. I totally agree. There could be a breakdown in understanding for sure. There could be very well be a breakdown in understanding. I don't need this one. Let's go to this one.
One of the rules of inventory that you taught us, people are selfish, right? Okay.
That is one
Go.
of the rules. That is one of the rules. If I'm on the ES and I'm going to trade, I would sell 57.78. I'm not sure if you all saw the buys and sells for the bonds, but here they are. I currently believe that up's the way for the bonds. So I wouldn't necessarily sell it as much today. I think up's the way, especially after the news announcement. We had a reaction to the downside, a quick touch of support. I'm not sure if anybody was able to get in at the 114.25s. I marked those and didn't get in. And if you look at the NASDAQ low, if anybody was able to get into that NASDAQ long, please let me know. But the 114.25s were touched and then we moved away. I might have been a tick too low there, but I think long's the way, if I had to say. And I think I said that on the dailies. I told you, I thought I said on the dailies that we'll kind of be ranging in the ranges between the 115.15s and the 114.28s. Okay. So these are the buys and sells on the bonds for the two people in here that traded bonds. Okay. The two of y'all. Tim, what's good, boy? Good to see you on here. Good to see everybody on here. And then the NASDAQ stuff. Did anybody catch the 201.33? I got touched and not filled here as well.
I went in and out of it and I'm okay. But no, I didn't get touched.
Great. Might be a tick off today. Gotta watch out. Maybe I'm being too selfish.
I'm about to start trading the bonds so I can move my family about the hood too, man.
Order submitted.
It is a very, very calm and contemplative instrument.
Order submitted.
It is good if you are not in a rush.
Order submitted.
Most people, when they are young, as traders, they're in a rush.
Order submitted.
And, you know,
Order submitted.
things I would sell 57.38.
Order submitted.
I would sell 57.47.
Order submitted.
I would sell 57.69. I would also sell 57.78.
Order submitted.
On the way down, I think the ones that I didn't call out were 57.22, 57.14, 57.05, and 56.99 on the ES. I currently be long if I had to choose a position. What up, B? Good to see you. And then 50. I'm gonna hold open trade room next week. I might just stay in there and chop them up all week. What you think? Nah, let's just do one day. We'll do Tuesday. I'll do an open trade room Tuesday. How you guys think? Is that cool? I'm mailing out to everybody. Everybody come, and we just trade a little bit. We just see how quickly can we run it up. Then maybe that'll be the game. The game will be like, how quick can you run it up? Let's do that. 56.75 long. I would also 56.67. I'll buy that. I buy 56.62.
Order submitted.
I'd buy 56.42.
Order submitted.
I will holla at 56.52.
Order submitted.
There are lots of buyers. I guess what I should say. They are everywhere. 56.33 is worthwhile.
Order submitted.
Then you also have things like, I should shift you. You should be there. And then you should have 56.21.
Order submitted.
And then you should have 56.09.
Order submitted.
Then you should have 56.01.
Order submitted.
Lastly, in context, maybe something like 55.
Order submitted.
It's going to be a tight day, it looks like, man. It looks like the ES is pretty tight. We'll look for it to kind of stretch, but our dailies have us rejected above. I think we find a bid somewhere and we retest them. I really do. I think that maybe here or a little bit lower off the day, I would like to see maybe the indexes find maybe a slightly lower place to buy from, man, and we retest the highs. Why not? I think that'll be fair. I think that'll be fair. It doesn't matter though, whichever way they go, we're gonna make money. If they go up, we'll buy it. If they go down, we'll sell it. So I guess trading the futures and trading how we trade, we don't have to know what's gonna happen all the time.
Jay, can you put the ES back up? I didn't get a chance to take a picture.
Just think everything. To me, it's such a tight place to be, especially on the 60s. If I'm being extremely bespoke, there are reasons to purchase. If I was being subtractive, let's try and be subtractive. Hey, Jay, you can't buy everything, you can't sell everything. What would you do? Type thing. I get rid of this guy.
Canceled.
This is a 4. If I was being very subtractive, you would have to put him back, man.
Order submitted.
I like everything. I do. It's a lot of buyers below. Heck, it's a lot of sellers above. Yeah. This is what I would do. I mean, I can't front. If I was really trading, I would.
Thank you.
There you go. Can't front. News and then quick and then back. So yeah, you break that, you retest. High time frames say you should want to lift here. And if you don't, I get it because there's a bigger bird. You know what I would do today if I want to make money? I pay attention to the 5s, the 60s, and the 1-minute chart because everybody has a chance to be right today. There are going to be times where selling is going to look great. There's going to be times where buying looks great. I don't think that anybody kind of just predominantly takes over. If there's anything, it'd be like a ES narrow range morning. I can see that. I can see ES narrow range morning. I'll keep my eye on the bond, see if they track up to the 115.15s. If I hear that and they start selling off, maybe we change directions on the ES. But yeah, right now bonds are tracking up. So you see the index is tracking down. I'm short on the ES, long on the NASDAQ. So the longs are red and the shorts are turning green. So that's like my first little indicator of, okay, cool. We kind of have the dance going on. Bonds are tracking up, indexes are tracking down. This is cool. If we get to 115.15 and the bonds start selling off, I'll try and see if the indexes start changing directions. Yeah, that's how I play it. Let's go to gold and then we'll be done with it. Gold daily looking good, looking good. Looking good, looking good. Gold looks like it's going to be, everything looks like it could be tight today. That's crazy. Okay, cool. Y'all can give me a tight Thursday. I got a trade in a phone booth today. That's cool. We'll do it. So you should stop and sell off here, right? So watch, we'll make it a sell. Right, we'll say they should sell off here. I don't think that they will, but let's see. They should be short 3367.7. Let's see how that goes. Sam's probably in his room waiting for the short higher in the 3400s, right? So for everybody who's like listening over there, Spicy is probably somewhere talking really fast. Oh, my kids. At best here. Best.
Order submitted.
And right on.
Order submitted.
So you can hear it. Take this off. This is yeah, good decisions. Let's go here. Like, okay, I could do that. That's fine. So you should get there and you should sell off, right? That's cool. Let's care about like this.
Order submitted.
If I had to do buys and sells over here, it looked like
Order
3446.9. I would sell 3421.8. I would sell 3406.4. I would sell 3372.7 and 3366.7. I would sell both of those. Things that I would buy. Man, I keep it safe. I get a little lower somewhere down here. I keep it safe if I had to keep it safe. I think 3354.9 is good.
Order submitted.
Probably not for a long time, but it'll give you something. Then 3332.8
Order submitted.
and 3326.1.
Order submitted.
I would 3315.4.
Order submitted.
That I wouldn't buy anything else until I got to some other cool places like 3290.
Order submitted.
3279.8 maybe. That feels good.
Order submitted.
That's buys and sells on. Good to see everybody. How are you all doing? Everybody on YouTube is saying what's up. See, let me go check the YouTube chat, make sure nobody's over there feeling lost. YouTube people. Good morning, Colliver, GC, Chess. Good morning, guys. All right, let's go for it. Told you we should kind of track a little higher. Maybe as high as 3371.6, but you know, after that, we'll see. All right, are we cool on all of the instruments? We think we know what all of them are going to do? Everybody's good?
Order fill.
Yep.
All right, cool. Time is 8:12. Any questions? Any questions about anything?
Yeah, Jay.
Talk to me.
Yeah, based on like risk parameters, risk per trade. I'm just thinking I got to go to the micros.
Your questions are always voiced as statements. Have you noticed that about yourself? The
You said, do I know that
tonality.
about myself?
Yeah, the tonality of your questions and also the structure of the sentence. You always ask your questions like statements. Is that something you always do?
Yeah, I think so.
You should work on it.
All right, let me try it right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Jay, based upon my risk parameters, do you think I should go to the micros so that I'm not risking too much per trade?
What are your risk parameters?
I'm like 600 a day, 300. So 600 profit target, 300 risk. Because I'm in the 50K, so I'm just not trying to lose too much.
Okay,
50K eval.
just the risk parameters are cool.
Okay. 60 profit target, 300 per day, and then 100 per trade. Because
Okay.
yeah. What do you think about that, those numbers?
$100 risk per trade is very tough to attempt on the ES because it would only be a point. And it's very, very difficult to do on the NASDAQ. It's 5 points. And as you know, 5 points is very difficult. I would do one of two things. Either I would shift to a 1 minute or 30-second chart. I would build ATMs that were that quick and that close on target, because at least you could trade those instruments with inventory and the risk parameters being correct. Or I would go to the micros, and the micros would allow you to do so. But when you go, you don't have to go with one contract, of course. You can go and
Order canceled.
let's just say you were a 5-contract micros trader. Okay, canceled. That's probably the whatchamacallit over here. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yep. So say if you were to do it like that, I think that would be cool. You know, go to the MES, trade 3 to 5 contracts, 3 to 6 contracts at a time. That would make your tick value be $3.75 on the ES or $1.50 on the NASDAQ. And with the $1.50, you're looking at let's call it 14. Let's say if you drop it to two contracts on the NASDAQ, that's $1 a tick. $1 a tick means that you would have 30 ticks. 30 ticks is nearly 7 points of risk. You could do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then you would have your, 30 bucks. Yeah, you could do it like that. And then, you make your money. 600 a day is like having a $1,200 day on the NASDAQ. You know that you can have a $1,200 day on the NASDAQ by mistake. Here I am in an order that's lasted 15 or 20 minutes and it's already 1,400 bucks. So
Mhm.
you can have that kind of day on the NASDAQ, no problem.
You're saying even micros too, huh?
Even on the micros, you can have a $600 day before you know it. We should do it. You want to do it as a test?
Man, I wish I gotta go to work right now.
Oh, I would have done it for you. I would have like traded the micros for like 20 minutes and see how it went with two contracts.
We'll do it next week
Cool.
or tomorrow or something. Much love. Appreciate you, bro.
It's all good. Any other questions?
Sophia, if you're talking, we can't hear you. I know.
Sophia's
Okay.
talking.
Nah, I see her lips moving. She might be talking to somebody else. But big brother, when you told him to go to the 1 minute or 30-second, is that because of the read of the candles?
Yeah, he'll have less risk per candle, risk per trade. Like a setup that's on the 4 hour chart. Say you're doing a 4 hour chart gap. Okay, that might be a 100 point gap. But if you do a 30-second gap, it might be a 5 point gap. He can trade the same theory or trade the same setup, but do so with a lot less risk.
I got you.
And that's really what you're looking for. You're looking for a low risk scenario so that he can do what he needs to do in the market. You're just looking for a low risk scenario.
Target belt.
That's and that's because of what he's willing to win and lose, correct?
Say it again.
And that was because of what he was willing to win and lose, correct?
In my opinion, yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
That was nice, man. That was nice because yep, they kept him right in this. They actually created a comfort zone for him
Yeah. Yeah.
with that little profit. I mean, that little loss
Right.
and that target.
What I find as an educator is that most people say I don't trade the smaller time frames because the smaller time frames don't give you enough power in the decision, or it's easier to trade higher time frames. What they're really saying is I have a problem being precise. That's what they're really saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because
like entry, right?
the longer the time frame of the opinion, the less precise you have to be, which is why everybody loves investing and hates trading. You would not tell a kid, don't invest. Like if you see a kid and they say, should I invest my money? Every adult would say, yes, you should invest your money. But if you met a kid and the kid said, should I trade my money? Adults would say trading is risky. But an investment is just a trade that takes 30 years. That's all it is. And the longer the time frame, the less precise you have to be. The less precise you have to be. I can just keep averaging in and keep buying Apple every month. And then in 30 years, I can retire, with my investment. I don't care what the price of Apple is. I don't care if it goes up. I don't care if it goes down. Hey, it's Disney, it's Coca-Cola, it's Starbucks, it's Google. It's safe, that sort of thing. But what people are typically saying when they say to me, hey, Jay, I don't like trading the smaller time frames. What they're saying is that I don't know how to be precise. I don't know how to do it. And you can fix it. It's not hard. The same things that you would do on a 4 hour chart, do it on a 30-second chart. You trade gaps, trade them over there. You trade mother bars, trade them over there. You trade two candle rule, trade them over there. You trade stop signs, trade them on the 30-second chart. Just do everything there. What it will allow you to do is one, you'll get results more quickly. The other thing that'll happen is your risk parameters will tighten because obviously a 1 minute candle is going to be smaller than a daily candle. So you don't have to worry about as large of a risk. It's actually antithetical to have a small account. And because you want to be safe with the money, trade higher time frames. that's a trap. It's a trap. Brian, you had a question?
Good morning, y'all. I wrote in a little bit late. Can I see the ES and ZB entries?
Is it ZB stuff?
Thank you.
How's Real Trader treating you this week? I meant to reach out and ask yesterday.
So my Ninja Trader was acting up all week, so I just got it together last night with the help of the community. So thank you to I forget her name right now. Damn. But yes, thank you to the community. And then but this week is good. Last night, I don't know if anybody else caught it, but it was like a 2100 candle on yes.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, so I thought it was glitching. So I had closed. It moved so fast. I closed the trade out. I went from down 400 to up like 2000 in like a blink of an eye.
Were
I
you live,
closed it
Sim or
up
Combine in this
2600.
trade? Were you live, Sim or Combine, when you made that 2600?
It was in a eval actually. If I hadn't closed it out, it would have went up like I probably closed it out. I don't know where Real Trader would have closed the trade out, but it went up like another 20 points.
Yeah.
So when I did the math on the amount of contracts, that was like another 3,000-4,000 that I closed out the trade on because I thought something was going on.
Yeah, no, nothing was going on. There was an announcement last night, shifted everything to the upside. I think at the Asian Open or mid Asian session or something like that. Um, but yeah, bro. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad. I was just wondering how Real Trader was still treating you. I know that you been really integral in the community, you and Rose. So just checking on y'all.
Well, last week me and Real Trader had an issue. This week, back in my good graces in one night. So yeah, just I got it. Thank you too for letting me see that stuff.
Okay, good. 250, we're short. I told you guys on gold. Did anybody catch the 3360 somethings? Should be kind of good there. Look at me getting left again. Look at me, one tick away from the short again. But go for it. If you're short, make your money. I'll do this again.
Order filled.
I know you want it. Any other questions? I'm just kind of playing around while I have time to play around.
Order filled.
For another 8 minutes. I'm definitely cool on answering any questions you guys may have, which is cool with me. Okay. Nobody has questions. That's very good.
You just got in the buy on NQ.
Me, I'm just taking some trades, kind of warming up, seeing how I see, seeing what I know, kind of feeling it for a second. That's all. I'm not in anything. The account where I made all of the suggestions is here. Here are the buys and sells for today on the next day. Now I'm just kind of warming up. I want to trade the skewed nature of a market, like when the candles are really side by side, they're not necessarily consolidating, but you could say that they are wedging is what you would call it, like either ascending or descending. I want to kind of practice that. And I see it on a 1 minute chart. So I'm just practicing a little bit, taking a few trades while I take questions. I typically don't trade between the hours of 8:15 and 9:15 and 9:30. So that's why you don't really see me doing anything. And I'm here to just take your questions.
Order filled.
Oh, I know. I had a question, Jay. For the people that do the virtual for the conference, when would they get the levels?
When would they get what?
The levels.
I'm not sure if it comes with virtual. I don't believe it does. I think it comes with your general admission ticket. I think it's general admission VIP.
So the levels, of course, don't come with virtual.
Nah, it's general and VIP. And yeah, you get like 30-day access to the levels course.
All right, thank you.
Very, very welcome. Da, 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 da. If I had to make a choice of direction off the open, what would you just live with, Jay? You had to live with it.
Order filled.
I'm thinking this, and I'm thinking they go here. And yeah, that. Yeah, man, that could work. I might be too low on my stop, but I think that could work. Hopefully, they should do that. But whatever, we'll see. Oh, that means you're down. That means you're down. Well, hey, Bonds, you still going for the little, whatchamacallit? Hey, gold people, if you took that trade I told you to take, targets are as follows. Get off whichever train you want to get off on. The gold trade, we had a target 3364.5. We have another target, in my opinion, at 3360.5. Last target would be 3355.4. Okay. Those are your targets along the way. If your stop comes in, let it come in. Problem with that. I'll leave this trade on for another 3 minutes. I won't bother it any longer. I know you want to ride all night. And then we'll start taking some trades, okay? Sound good? Everybody all right?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go to this account. And then I'll go to this account. I'll go to this account. And we'll start like it's a blank sheet. Okay.
Hey Jay,
What's up, bro?
on the Nasdaq, you had a buy at 20 133.50. I don't see it no more. Oh, there we go. Good stuff. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I switched accounts because
Yeah, I like that trade right there though. You see how
yeah,
to open to
it
treat
has,
it.
it has some moxie.
Yeah,
It does. If your stop comes in like mine did automatically, leave it in.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it in today. That's the idea. The idea is not to pull your stops away. Just let them come in, okay? All right. There's more than enough opportunity, more than enough money, more than enough resources, more than enough of everything. So you don't have to force a trade. Nothing has to work. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put yourself in those positions where this is just gotta work.
All right. I just got out of that chasing too, man. Probably about a couple months ago, man. Like I don't chase no more. Like you were saying, I see a couple of your trades, they miss you by a tick or two. Like, quite naturally that makes you want to move it down and start front running. But your level is your level, you know what I mean? Like Nice always say we don't chase trade, we let trades come to us, and that's good.
Yeah.
That's why I stand on that. So
Yeah. They'll come to you. They'll come. They'll come.
yeah.
You don't need to really stress them. They'll come to you. They really will. Da-na-na-na. Ooh, this upside might be gangsta off the open, the downside off the ES. Let's see what they do. What you'll be looking for then is, let's say off the ES, they kind of flash to the upside. You catch them somewhere around here, 201.91.
Order submitted.
See if you can catch them up there. That might be sweet if you can. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. ES congruent spots might be a 56.97, 56.98.
Order submitted.
Short, right? Say you can get one of those off the open. Then you let that boy fall. Oh, and let him fall. Let him just keep falling. He'll keep falling for you today. Yes, he will. He'll go and keep falling for you. Yes, he will. All right, here's the open. Don't go straight down. Come up and get us before you go. I would appreciate you, mister. There you go. Come on. Yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Anger off the sellers getting angry off the beginning. I need to be in something.
Order filled.
Here.
Order filled.
Good, good. Now come on up. Let's go 56.98. Let's see what happens there. No, don't get hung up. Right there. Go through it. Go through it. Yeah, get through the 90s. I know you want to ride all night. Okay, good, good, good. Good, good, good. Keep going. Don't stop there. Will they not get that high? Will they not get up to 98? Go, go, go. Let me check. Any questions on Instagram? No questions? Any questions on Zoom? Let's check YouTube. Make sure those people are okay too. Okay, they're good. Come on, man. You're not gonna go any higher? Go higher.
What's that number you got on sale up there? But yes, I can't see it.
56.98. I wanted 56.98.
Order filled.
I'm gonna sell right here just so I can have something on. I don't think you should. I told you that we'd sell off the open. I wanted it to go up then down. It just went down. If you sell that, you're in danger because you'll be selling right at support. Maybe this is the price that we can lift from. I don't want you to sell at support.
Canceled.
Where's that? Okay. I'm still tracking 115.12, 115.11. Nothing wrong with that. Don't be afraid if you think you're missing the downside. There's no such thing as missing the downside on the NASDAQ or ES today. Don't worry. Ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring. Anybody remember that song? It'll be all over in the morning.
Yes. Yes, yes.
In the morning.
Yes.
Classic Linus, bro. Classic.
It'll be all over in the morning.
That's that one right there, Jay. That thing.
That was our
boy.
benediction song when I played at this church called Mount Moriah. We had this singer. Her name was Gia Wire. Gia could sing better than everybody. Just put it where it went. That girl was good, real good. She was in tonight. If it was a ballad, she could do that. If it was up tempo, she could do up tempos. If it was like really traditional churchy stuff, she could do that. She was really against tonight. And we started doing that song to get out of church. The benediction feels so good. The church mothers be swaying in the pew. It'll be all, yeah, baby. Oh, they used to be swaying out there. That was it, man. Good old fashioned church. Okay, cool. Bonds kind of falling here. This is not necessarily beautiful. Jesus, how long will this candle last? It feels like this candle has been going forever. Jesus. Check the 60s. That'll be my next thing to do. Check the 60s. And yeah, any way you look at it at this spot, you'll be looking long 2104 20104. 20, then 104. Because if I say 2104, you'll think it's just 2104. So 20104. I'm looking for some long stuff in here for sure. In the morning, it'll be all over. If you're short, take targets 56.83. I think that if you're going to trade today, I mean, you're trading in and out because there are lots of buyers, lots of sellers everywhere. I think you can get long again on gold. Your next long is probably somewhere in the 3370, 3371 area. We can kind of do that.
Order submitted.
In the morning, morning, it'll be on.
Order filled.
Short again, NASDAQ. I think if you're here, 20133, let the stop come in. It'll stop, it'll come in for you. And then, you're taking targets somewhere quick, maybe like a 20115, 20124 if you're playing around. I would trust the 24s more than the 15s because it's gonna chop on the way down. Gold, you didn't get the pickup that you wanted at 71. Don't worry, don't you fret. We'll watch it again in another 5 minutes, check a close and see if we can get it. Why should I worry? Why should I fret? We said that the 14s and 15s would have sellers. Looks like they jumped in a little early, grabbed us at 13 or 14 and start pushing us down. We're trading 115, 9, 10 right now. Terrible. Really, really terrible. If you got those 24s, let me hear you on the NASDAQ say ow. If you got the gold stuff, nothing quite yet. Don't worry, it'll come to us. All right, NASDAQ people, don't try to get 15s again. I told you 14s, man. Don't be stupid. Being stupid is not good. That's a bad disease. Ignorant, we can fix that. Stupid, ain't no hope for it. All right, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. I do mean stupid. Don't do stupid things with your account. Don't do stupid things with your money. Don't do that. Money has a mind where if it feels as though it's being treated unfairly somewhere, it'll leave. I don't know how else to explain it, but money is always looking for a better home. Money is like a unsatisfied burning flame. It's always looking to go somewhere. And you have to really, really do your best to not do anything stupid. That keeps it with you. Okay? Keeps it with you. I told you all. Did we get targets on the 115 thing? No, I don't think so. That's the 124s here. That's what you're looking for. ES stuff, you're short 56.87. First target 81 is what you're looking at. Here we are. If you get picked up, people that are gold traders, we're looking for something long, 71s, 71.70, something in that area. I've been getting left all day.
Order filled.
I'm going to take it from right where it is. I'm going to target a 74 and see what happens.
Order submitted.
ES short. I told you we're short again. Push through. 200-115. Push through. I need sellers to push through there. Be aggressive. It's got a minute and 6 seconds. Be aggressive. 60s. I know buyers are here now, so it won't be an easy win, but we should be able to get to 106, 107. Let's try and push down there, man. I think also, yeah, push, man. Push. No reason. I know that there's going to be hemming and hawing in this range, man, but we have a right to kind of get to some of these places, in my opinion, because of who we are and who sent us. Okay, let me start mapping some of this stuff out a little more detailed so that I can see it the way that I want to see it. Yeah, it has a right, man. We should be pushing. Good, good, good. That's always good signs. You want to see those sellers stick to what they said they would do. I told you all that sellers would have the open. I'm not sure if you all remember the fact that I told you that off the open we would sell. Anybody remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. Called it before it happened. Just your friendly neighborhood guru. All right. 56.82 is a sell.
Order filled.
It's going to be choppy down here. So if you sell, don't sell with all 4 of your contracts. Sell with 1 or 2 of them at first. We're about to enter some choppy territory. So you're going to be selling down here. And when you sell the 5682s, man, oh man, you got to have your targets quick. 76, 78. That's what you're looking for because you're in a place where this thing has a right to go both ways. Okay. There's a right to go both ways. All right, the 70s and the 71s are in. I want to see the reaction here. I want to see how great they do. I think that they should do great. Kind of pissed off at the last closure. Really did piss me off there. Don't like the last candle. Not as much as it wants me to. Could cause some delay in what I believe is a upward moving market. Could cause some delay there. But we'll see how it fares. We'll just trust our setups. If you took those 70s and 71s, you're doing all right. If you're short 82, you're probably not doing as well as the people who I told to get short at 123 on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is giving us a better, more dramatic downside. I think they were able to reach down here to the 20098s and reach those other places.
Okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, it's going fast, and this is what we're doing. You really want to know my brain and how it happens while we're doing what we're doing. It's really fast inside my brain. It's all happening very quickly. Yeah, you don't want to see those 82s higher than 87. I'll mark them just for your respect.
Order submitted.
You don't want to see these this short higher than 20154. That means Ken is waiting at 47. He'll take a little heat.
Order submitted.
I'll compromise with Ken to see if we can get a little lower. Excuse me. This is where the market is going to have a up and down effect. An up and down effect. Up and down effect. Gold people, how you feeling over there? You guys all right?
Yes.
Good. All right is good. Feeling all right is good. Overall, my sentiment is down. Okay, so overall, I do believe in the down. Just listening to the stories that they're telling me, I think it's worthwhile if you decide you want to exit the position. You can. I told you I didn't like the last close. I'll give it maybe one or two more candles before I come to a decision about what their intent is. I'll give it a couple more candles. The 5-minute chart is moving at a pretty good pace. I told you it's up and down here on the indexes, up and down here on the bonds as well, as you can see in the last, I don't know, 5 times 7, 5 times 8, last 40 minutes, the bonds really haven't changed price as much. We've been trading within a 4-point range. This isn't as exciting. Most folks are looking for a rolling over here on the indexes, but that'll have to wait for another few minutes. So while that's happening, if anybody has any questions on YouTube or questions on Zoom or anything like that, we'll take a few questions. Okay, no questions. Any questions on Instagram, any questions like that? And then we'll keep calling them out. So far, we've had a gold trade that prospered for us for a moment. We've taken the indexes short twice, got both of those to targets where we desire. Currently, our index trades are in good position. I put out a warning. I did not call the 115.13s on the bonds. I do want to see, however, when that trade turns green. For me, it should signal another sell-off. And we'll kind of just go from there. I think going from there is good. I think I'd also check what you are doing. Yeah. I want to see what you do here. I like to see it.
Order submitted.
This candle means a lot to the day, especially going into the close of the 4-hour. So I want to see exactly how things will end up. Of course, I told you that both buyers and sellers have a right to this price area on the index. What that means is when it's green for you, take the target where you see it. Don't try and get it to go green forever because you'll be selling directly into a buyer. Okay. Buyers, when you see it going green for you, don't be shy. Take the target because you'll be selling directly. I mean, you'll be buying directly into a seller. Okay. So take the quick target. I told you all I didn't really like the thing that I saw in gold a couple candles ago. And I don't like buying from higher time frames. Higher time frames are telling me that selling is what the gold should be trying to do. And that's that. Any questions? All right, back to it. If I had to save some trades, what would I do? What would I do? Hubba, 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 what would I do? What is this? I would. Nobody's coming, Jay. They're not coming. They're not coming, Jason. You finally got the other cell on the account here. Yeah, they're not coming, Jay. From what you called previously, you finally got the order to go from the 3371 short. Yeah, that's good. What about you? How are you doing? Right. Oh, it took the other orders off because you had an ATM strategy on. That sucks. What about you? Not bad. What about you? Good. You're short and looking for your first target sometime soon. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I'm comparing what I'm doing now to the things that I called when I first got to the charts. That's all that is. Looking at how I feel now versus how I felt 15, 20 minutes ago or an hour ago. That's all that is. Don't mind me. Why not? Get that guy.
Order filled.
Yeah, take that guy. Get that guy. All right, here's the downside. We're still sweeping away on the indexes. So, as I told you, don't jump in with all your contracts.
Order canceled.
Okay, I'm taking targets so that I'll have a mind of resetting positions. So if I had to close them all out, so let's just say, okay, Jay, you did it there. What's next? I'm doing this for the sake of the people who didn't get into trades and trust me earlier. Like, when I tell you to buy or sell, most of y'all don't really do it. So I'm kind of just playing a game like, hey, Jay, if you didn't take any trades or you weren't still in, what would you do? Come on, get me out.
Order submitted.
Get me out. Be nice. That was where it was supposed to be. It turned green for a moment. Don't be greedy, Jason. Take the break even. All right. What would I do now if I had to make money? Right? I would trust my trade setups. Who wants to buy and who wants to sell the indexes? Who's the bulls and who's the bears? That'll be a fun game to play. Anybody? Who'd rather buy and who'd rather sell? Somebody tell me if I should buy.
I just make money. It don't matter buy or sell. I just want to make some money.
All right. Cool. All right, buy in.
Order filled.
I just want to make some money. You're going to buy on the NASDAQ. You're going to target here. 81s off of that. Just going to target. Bump, 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 bump. I know you wanna ride all night. Yeah. Mm. Go get my target, sucker. I should do the same thing on the ES, right? Let's go find a 5-minute ES candle. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Does buying feel so good over here? Yeah, buying feels great over here.
Order filled.
If I bought, what would I target? I probably target here.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay, there you go. You made some money there. Let's keep doing it then.
Target filled.
Okay, you made some money there on the NASDAQ. What you want to do now? Sell or buy? What do you want to do? I would probably sell in here in the 80s and 90s. Jeez, that looks like you should sell it. Probably a 90 if I had my druthers, as my father would say, if I had my druthers. This target could be tricky. Let's see how we have to do it. This target could be tricky. Let's see. We are fighting against a better, bigger bear. Okay. We're fighting against a bigger, better bear. So this target could be tricky because the buyers could want to really smoke us out here. Everybody's going to make money, buyers and sellers. If I had to do it on the ES, I would have wanted to do it at 78, and you're going to be targeting a 74 from there. That's the only thing that's fair. Over here, man, chop suey. It's terrible.
Order filled.
Okay, you got targets over there. Got targets over there. What do you want to do next? Buy or sell? Let's make it interesting then. People like, Jay, if you're sim, it's kind of like you're cheating. Is it cheating if I let you all call the direction I trade in? I almost feel like, man, why do you try me? Why don't you go try some of them other suckers who just say what people say in articles? Like, go try somebody else. Why they want to try me? What should I do next? Buy or sell?
I'm gonna take a buy at 20, 44, 25 on the NQ.
20044?
44, 25, yeah. Or basically 44.
You ain't gonna trade till 920 if you down now.
You think so?
Man, that ain't coming down there for you right now.
That's like 40 points, bro.
You say 20040?
No, 20044 25, 44, 25.
They ain't coming down there in the next.
It's on his way, Jay. Look at it, man.
Man, I mean, it's on its way, yeah, but I don't know. You ain't gonna get that trade. Okay, let's be hopeful, right? If I'm hopeful, they get the trade at 907, 908. If I'm hopeful, that's when they get down there. You have the problems that you have is the ES. Those things trade so similarly. So on the ES, if you notice, we just got to a 4-hour buyer, 56.72. Mind you, it's the front door of a zone. And if I'm speaking in a way you don't understand, I totally get it. But it's the front door of a zone. So maybe it's soft, maybe, but these guys have a right to buy. They're real.
Yeah.
They're real. You know what I'm saying? So like where I put my target on the NASDAQ, I put my target there on purpose. If you notice, it touched the target, went the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are real. So the ES to me has a clearing, like it's clear. I mean, the NASDAQ has a clearing, like it's clear to go, maybe. But man, oh man, the ES is kind of in the way. I would maybe see if there's some circumstantial evidence as to why we can get any lower. Okay, you can hope for like 56.69. It's old business, but maybe. Hey, you can even want 56.62. It's not a question of what you want. I think in another 5 minutes, the chessboard kind of gets a little more set from a higher time frame perspective. You get a little more set. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, you can start kind of making some more set decisions. You know, you can make some more set decisions. Right now, it's very difficult. Like if you notice, when people told me to buy, I bought to a place. That's where my target was. They start selling down. Then when people told me sell, I sold to a place. I put my target there. That's where it started going up. We're in a place like this price range. Everybody's got a right to say what they want to say, buyers and sellers. Very dangerous place to trade, in my opinion. Which is why I'm saying, if you're a seller, it turns green, take the target that you see. Don't think that it's gonna just go and go and go. We're not there anymore. We're not there. We had that, say, 15 minutes ago off that last sell, the NASDAQ stuff when it was, going down. Cool. Had it then. Fine. You know what I'm saying? Like the 87 thing that I told you to sell on the ES. Fine. But man, oh man, is like there are real buyers here, man. You see it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you get that trade. You don't get a NASDAQ 20044. Hopefully it happens in another. I'm being nice saying 907. Hopefully. In 4 more minutes, you got a real problem. It might not happen till 9:45, or it might not happen till 45 minutes after the next hour. It's really that's a tough number. I'm not sure if that number comes.
Trump is speaking in 4 minutes.
I was gonna say the same thing. Trump is gonna speak 10 a.m.
That fool might make you get the 44s.
Yeah, probably even further down.
Right? You never know. You never know. That fool might do it. We'll pull it up on YouTube and watch it together. That'll be fun. He's gonna say, we've done a really huge, huge deal. It's a great deal for everybody. It's going to be for a lot of people, help a lot of people. Deal's going to be great, really, really great. Everybody's cooperating. We're all together. We're cooperating. Lots of cooperation. You know what I'm saying? That guy's going to speak on a 5th grade level. He's going to communicate so well. Everybody can understand. I think that in 50 years, they're going to be holding classes on how well of a communicator he is. He's very, very good. He's very, very good. You can say what you want to say about him. The guy knows how to get the idea across. You can say whatever you want to say. Oh, he knows how to get the idea across. Oh, by the way, I told you guys that buyers were there at 56.72. Anybody remember me saying that? You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know why they don't think that I can trade. We have to figure this out. I don't want you to feel as though I'm cheating you by trading in sim. What I want you to feel is that I care about your positions more than mine. And that's why I'm here this way. That's why I'm doing what I do. Okay? I want you to feel as though the numbers, the prices, the things that I'm telling you. I've called $2,000 worth of trades already. So like that's over, right? But I want you to feel like, okay, he's focused on us. He's sacrificing what he would be doing normally, which might be going to get matcha. Yeah, matcha. I would like to go.
Bro, if a person is feeling that way, it's probably because of something they're not doing.
I understand that, but I learned from the great communicator himself. Oh, Donnie Trump. Sometimes you have to say it so much, and you have to say it till you say it so elementary. You have to say it so many times so that it can become true in the minds of the people listening. Because you would hope that they can infer the sense that is common, but I find with common sense that it is uncommon. So here I am again telling you, man, I would go get matcha. That would be the first thing. I would take my kids to school. I would do that. I would maybe have taken the last 5 trades that I called. I would maybe have taken them live. And then with the amount of contracts that I typically trade with, made the money, got up out of there, been done for the day, Maybe. But what I'm doing is my best to focus on being a great educator and focus on being concerned with others. Now, next week, I'm going to trade live on Tuesday. I'm not going to care about you all, okay? I'm going to trade for like, I don't know, an hour and a half for myself in front of everybody, okay? Understand. This is what I'm going to do, okay? And then we'll see how it goes. And that's that. Sound good? Is that fair?
Okay.
All right. When I
Either,
am
either
calling
way.
them out the way my brain calls them out, it was pretty quick.
I was just gonna say, just make sure that person knows. That one.
No. If one person in this community, if one person says it, 50 people are thinking it.
Yeah, you're right. You're
In
right.
this community, one person says it, 50 of them are thinking it. And
No, it's just
it's very
crazy that
important
you.
that I do understand, like it's important that we do demonstrate our capabilities. I can understand where this person's coming from. I can understand. Hey, Jay, why don't you demonstrate the capabilities that you possess? I can understand that.
I just don't
I don't really
want you
think
to
he been.
right.
Hmm?
I don't want you to feel like you have to defend yourself for caring about
No.
you
I used
know
a few
for being a
testimonials.
caring person.
I used a few testimonials that people will leave me to defend me. You know, the few of them that
Yeah,
do. You know,
yeah.
I play those. It's people who don't have mortgages no more because of me.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Most
you can't never question the author on a best-selling book. You know what I mean?
It's very difficult. You know
It
what I'm
do,
saying? It's
man.
very difficult. I'm not doing it. It's just sometimes, like you say, sometimes you gotta pop out. Like that's a
Yeah,
real
sometimes you gotta
thing.
pop out and show them, yeah.
You gonna
That's
pop
real.
out.
I get it. I get it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I might do it and do it on a post, and people like, oh wow, oh wow, you really do it. Yeah, I
Then
do.
they're gonna be like, Jay, you're talking too fast, and you're gonna be like, no, you're listening too slow.
That's
That's
exactly
right.
what I would tell them. If I ran how I run with your legs, you would never make it. You can't run with
That person,
me.
that person might have been around, but I don't think they've been in the gym with
Order
you,
filled.
Jay.
Well,
I seen you get crazy, really good, like good over the years. I seen you get like good, good.
it's
They ain't
happening.
been in the gym with you. They ain't been in the game. They ain't one of the
Uh,
players.
That's
they,
right.
man, they ain't been out here, bro. They ain't been
They
out
judging that book and they ain't even read it.
here.
That's some human being stuff there. People do that.
Hey,
Order
it
submitted.
happens. I get it.
Yeah, it's
I
human
get
beings.
it.
Just human beings
903.
being
Let's
human.
check the 60s and check the 4-hour charts of all the instruments to see how the tables have turned. Oh, that means you do that.
Order filled.
Do this. Get out of there. Close that.
Order canceled.
That means you do that. And if I do that here, chances are I'm going to do that here as
Order filled.
well. Do it here, do it here. Let's see how it fares. How will you fare, Mr. Seller? Oh, okay. So we sold a 71 stuff when we got cracking. You didn't get as low as I wanted you to go. I think you have a little more in you. You should at least. This is a new hourly candle. It opened up, went down like that already in 4 minutes. Where did it go? 61 to 57. Not bad. Where are you here? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Order submitted.
Mm, mm, mm. Let's do this.
Order filled. Order canceled.
You got my ad Bible. Oh, where is it? Oh, you came home for that? You about to go to the spot? If you wait 26 minutes, I'll go with you. Just 26. But if you go,
Order filled.
I will sadly join you from afar. What'd you say? 26 minutes. I'm on 26 minutes. What's up, Jay? Jay, do you know what hairstyle you want? What does that even mean? Do I know what hairstyle I want? The one on my head, maybe? I like when my wife does my hair. Yeah, that's the hairstyle I want. One when she does it. We have to check a 4 hour on these respective charts too. I put in a sell. I don't know who sold with me, but I told you what the hourly told me to do. That was pretty easy. Targets 56. Still don't see your 54s, bro. I mean, still don't see your 44s on the NASDAQ.
I know it, but I'm looking like no.
Jesus.
That's
56,
like
65. Those are fair targets.
yeah.
56, 65. Buyers still have a right, even in this price area. So, you basically have made your hourly targets already. They do have a right to turn this thing around here. If I was trading for myself, I would take targets off the NASDAQ already. Same for the ES. We're still trading in a price area where anybody has a right to price. So yeah. What did I see on gold? I want gold to come down a little lower. It's crazy that it went down as far as it did in the first 3 minutes of the hour and then turned. Like, I'm not sure. Like, when I looked at gold, I was like, dang, it already went down there. What time is it? And I was like, man, that's 9:03. That's weird. That's really fast. It shows for me a much more bullish intent for the hour. It shows a much more bullish intent. So I'll see how it fares, man. But man, oh man, hopefully you guys took the trades with me just then. Is anybody in the red? That's another $1,000 just now. Is anybody in the red? Anybody in the red? Hola, anybody in the red? Nobody. All right, cool. Nobody's in the red. Great day. Great day, everybody. Everybody, great day. You're doing a good job, everybody. Everybody, a good job. All right. Nobody in red? Jesus. Nobody? Nobody in the red? Everybody's good? Mm, mm, mm.
Hey Jay.
Yes.
Oh, this is Brian again.
Hey, how you
Since
doing?
everybody's so quiet. But I was so excited about that one candle last night. The total on Real Trader last night was 4,300.
Order submitted.
The total on
So
Real Trader was what?
it was 4,300 last night, but I was so excited about that one $2,600 trade. I didn't even mention the other instruments. So
Okay.
just
Real Trader made you $4,300 last night?
yeah.
That's kind of wild,
Yeah.
in my opinion, if I had to say.
And I would have to agree with you. Yeah.
It's kind of pretty dope.
That was it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate the letting me know. Targets. Target fill. Y'all don't like going down here, huh? Come on now.
Man, Jason Sweet,
How you doing?
it ain't nothing but the truth, man. Ain't nothing but the truth.
I appreciate you, brother.
Beauty.
Thank you so very much. Why you say that though, brother? I don't know what I did.
Order filled.
Targets.
Just passed 25K on that last EQ call.
Oh man, it's my pleasure to serve you. I appreciate what you're doing, and I appreciate the vigor that you approach this community with. To me, that's what gets me most excited. Every now and again, maybe once every 3 or 4 months, I'll find uh, a Chris. They don't happen all the time. Once every 3 or 4 months. But man, when I find them, it's like I found gold. And I appreciate you. Makes
Hey,
me
Chris, tell him where you're physically trading from right now. Tell him.
My truck.
I like that. I like that. First of all, thank you for being willing to transport the goods that we as customers and citizens so readily enjoy. Thank you. Second of all, thanks for trading goods so you can get up out that truck. Yeah, I like that. I do like that, brother. I like that.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that because we got a whole lot of truckers in our community.
filled.
Represent,
Order
represent.
submitted.
Let's get another one, Jay. Let's get another one.
Filled.
Let's get another one, Jay.
That's
I'm
that
playing a game.
44,
Let's see if we
baby.
can make $1,000 before we get off. I know you wanna ride all night.
Order submitted.
Oh man, I'm gonna get left, aren't I?
I see George got a picture of his truck. I guess that's your truck, eh, George?
No, it's actually not. It's just one I like. I got
Got you.
a more fuel efficient truck. I got a Cascadia
Okay, okay.
Freightliner. It's nice though. It's real nice.
Freightliner, yeah, Freightliner, yeah. Dig it, dig it.
Order canceled.
I got like 3 truckers in my family, man. For real. They be hauling, boy.
Order submitted.
Yeah, man. We just experiencing a lot of volatility from Trump right now. This stupid tariff stuff.
Got
in the
you, got you.
sleeper of my Cascadia right now.
All right, Kim. Peace. Yep. All right. There you go.
Yeah, the trucking rates are real stupid right now. The tariffs.
Got you.
Get filled.
Got
Hey,
another one?
truckers. Let me know this truckers. Do the kids still stand by the side of the road and do one of them dance? You know, I'm from the country with that.
I used to be one of
Grown-ups
the
be
kids.
doing it.
Yeah.
Grown-ups do it nowadays. Like, man,
They love that horn.
I got you, bro.
Kids and adults, they don't discriminate.
Got you, bro. That used to be me on the side of the road. We was
I'm telling you,
picking
man.
peas or
I was
picking
that kid.
picking some stuff out of the field, you know, and we see them trucks coming by, we be like, yeah, baby, bro.
Yeah, it's good, man. Shout
Fun.
out to the people who drive the trucks that are honk the horn
Trucks, word
for
up.
the kids. I sure was the one. Surely I was. I know you wanna ride all night. 20013. Watch out for that. It's good to see that no one's in the red. I think that's fantastic to see.
Order submitted.
It's not.
I'm sorry.
It'll do the music, but for whatever reason, it's acting funny. Well, sometimes it'll do myself.
I think a mic just opened. That's all.
Okay. Fell asleep beneath the flowers for a couple of hours on a beautiful day. Daydream. I fell asleep beneath the flowers. Man, oh man. I missed that one. I should have took that one. That was the one I should have took. That's crazy. I missed that one, waiting on this other one. How they gonna
Which
give
one
me
was it? Which one was that?
051 on the NASDAQ instead of I'm waiting at 60. Short.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Short.
Yeah, okay.
Want them to come back. I think they can. I might I might take
Order canceled.
I might take them long till they get up there. That might be a vibe. You could take them long till they up there. How much time? 4:27, brand new candle. Yeah.
Order submitted.
I'll take till they get there. I should hear some cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Get there. Don't you let that thing stop you. What's stopping you? Oh, yeah, that has a right to stop you.
Stop failed.
Yeah, it does have a right to come back and get you. Should I get back? Get back in. Where is it? Where is it? Wait on it. Wait on it. It is here.
Order submitted.
There. Here we are. Now you could go for me. Go, go, go. Don't be afraid. Go, 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 little candle. There you are. Go get targets for me.
Order failed.
Good job. I got 14 more minutes and I need to make $300 more to get to 1,000. I know you wanna ride all night.
Are we supposed to be seeing what you're doing?
Nope, I already called the money for y'all.
Okay.
What else you want? You want something else? What else do you want from me? What else do you want?
And I like it.
What else do you really want from me? You want more? You want to watch? Okay.
He's trying to get it in blood. Ms. Warner was trying to get it in blood. But I want it all.
I asked if anybody else was in the red. The last short that I had before you asked that question was 20060. And when I want to make a lot of money quick, I go to a quicker time frame. It allows me to see money faster. And I do like the shorts now for me. Check that. Check. Everybody over here has got to write the price. It's really bumpy. It's a bumpy place, both up and down. I think up should prevail from this level. We should get more up than down. Daydream day, I fell asleep beneath the flowers for a couple of hours. Excuse me, on a beautiful day. Daydream, daydream. Well, you're done, Mr. Gap. I can remove you from the short. Remove, put you back on. That's worth it. Now let's look at the fives. The fives look like a mess. Hey, you got your 44s. Did you take them?
I did. They didn't work out though. I broke
It was
even.
last 5-minute candle, so I was a little early. I said 9:07. Between 9:10 and 9:15. You're a little early. Inventory as a voting system teaches one thing that I love about the market. And what it teaches is that the market is not static. It is a conversation that is always moving, always going, always. People are always talking about what they will or will not do. And what can be perfectly right at 9 o'clock can be perfectly wrong at 9 o'clock and 45 seconds if you're trading. The precision that we have is the precision with time and what is current. EB, I don't think you've ever taken inventory of the voting system. I don't think you have. If you did, man, oh man, it is a magnificent way to look at the market. It is the way that I look at it now exclusively. Since I stopped talking to you guys, I'm up 555 in 3 or 4 different accounts. That was 10 minutes ago.
Hey Jay, can I get that inventory as a voting system set up on a payment plan and get it?
We have a 2-pay. We do. We have a 2-pay.
Information on the 2-pay then?
Yeah, if you go to the whatchamacallit. Let me see. If I go to Jay the Trader, then education, and then the course page. Here's the course page. And I'll put the link in there for you.
And one more question, can I get some information about you?
And then if you go in there, it's $24.97 or $13.47 twice.
Right, please.
Yeah. I told everybody what I was going to do. I said, after this cohort closed, the price will immediately $500. Like, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, with what I do in that cohort, that's a $10,000 course. Any way you look at it. The video on demand, let's call that, okay, cool. That's a $2,500 course. Maybe 35, but 25, that's cool. I told you more up than down in this region. Didn't I tell y'all that? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a steal, in my opinion. Like, you just saw me use it since I've been here. If you count all of these accounts together, that's 500 times 3, that's 1,500, and another 500 is $2,000, and that was 10 minutes. Lawyers don't make no $10,000, $2,000 in 10 minutes. If you go to Harvard Business School, like, let's do the math. Y'all just saw it, so I'm proving it to you. I'm in 4 accounts. Somebody add these numbers up. 475 plus 470 plus 470. 2 470s is 940. 940 and 555 is 1495. 1495 and 475 is 1970. So that's $1,970 in the past 10 minutes. Let's do this. Google. How much does the top Harvard law grad make after graduation? Top earners among Harvard Law School graduates can make significantly more than average, especially those entering private practice. Some graduates in 2021 earned as much as $215,000. That's their year. However, salaries vary greatly. So as much as 215. Well, if they make 215 in a year, let's go to calculator. So I got to go to Google again. Calculator. All right, so let's go $215,000. Now, they're going to work longer than I do, right? They're going to work a lot more hours per day than me. So we don't have to have the time cost discussion. But let's divide it by 52, because that's how many weeks are in a year, divided by 52. So they make about $4,134, $4,134 a week as a top graduate. Okay, if that's what they make a week, then how much do they make per day? Chances are, as of a new law, like if you're first to a law firm, like chances are you're working Saturdays, you know what I'm saying? Because you're the new person. But let's divide this by 5. That means they're making $826 a day. Well, they work 8 hours a day. Now, we know as lawyers, Greg, you still on here? Greg's a lawyer. Any lawyers on here, any judges or whatever, we know that they work more than 8 hours because they have to do a lot of time. But let's just divide this number by 8. All right. That's going to be their hourly rate. They make $103 an hour. Okay. So if we divide this by 6, because an hour is 60 minutes, but if we divide it by 6, then that's how much they make in 10 minutes. So we're going to divide it by 6. That means they make $17 in 10 minutes. I just made $1,970 in 10 minutes. Everybody, who's making more money, me or the Harvard Law School grad?
You! By far!
The trader.
Chris, you saying it. I want the rest of y'all.
You are. You are, Jay.
Cool.
That's one contract though.
Yeah, we only doing
imagine more.
I'm lightweight over here. Let me do this. Here's a thing. How much does Harvard Law School cost? Harvard, the annual tuition is $77,100. In addition to tuition, students can expect to pay approximately $39,900 for housing, food, and other expenses. The total cost of attendance for a single student is roughly $77,100 for tuition, plus $39,900 for other expenses, totaling $116,000 per year. How many years is law school? Okay, so 116,000. How many years is law school? 3 years for full-time students. So we have to take that 116, right? Y'all saw it. We have to take the 116 and multiply it times 3. Let me get another Google calculator going.
348.
What'd you say? 119,000 times 3 is what now? 357,000?
I thought it was 116. Okay.
I'm sorry. Oh, was it 116 or 119? I thought I saw 119. Let me see.
116.
116. You're right. 116,000 times 3 equals $348,000 in the hole before you start making money. I'm teaching you if they make $17 an hour and you just saw me make $2,000 in an hour. I'm making how much? That is thousands of percent more than they're making. Okay. When you go to Harvard, it costs you $348,000. 348,000. I'm going to teach you how to do it for $24.97. Would you rather pay $24.97 or $348,000? Everybody answer me. Which one?
$24.97.
And would you rather make $17 in 10 minutes or would you rather make $2,000 in 10 minutes?
Give me that $2,000.
Would you rather spend 3 years in your education or would you rather spend a few weeks? Let's call it 4 or 5.
4 or 5. 4 or 5.
So Jason Sweeting Trading Academy versus Harvard Law School. I teach you faster. I teach you cheaper. And when you learn what I teach you, you make more money. Not to mention the fact that there's no student loan debt around your neck upon graduation. Because as you all both know, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama famously gave an interview where as president, he was still paying his student loans. Go look it up. As president of the United States of America, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama were still paying their student loans. Go look it up. And not to mention, when you buy this course, you have lifetime access. I don't believe any Harvard graduates can go back to Harvard right now and walk into a class for free. You don't get lifetime access at a university. What would you say is better, Jason Sweeting Trading Academy or Harvard Law?
Jason.
Jason Sweeting's class.
J Sweet Trading Academy.
All day long.
I love you all so much. I gotta go. Clock on the wall says that's about all. I've enjoyed you all. I had a ball. But boom, boom, ski, ski. That's it. Your boy Jay's got a split. We all we got. That's cool.
Yeah,
We
we
all
all
we need.
Oh, we
Y'all
need
need.
Jay.
Instagram
Booyaka,
love.
booyaka.
Oh, go start a company. Start a business. Go start a business online. Start an agency. Go to law school. Go to med school. That's what they'll tell you. The trucking business, people who have their own trucking business, they're learning trading from me. The vending machine people, they're learning from me. The Amazon FBA, they're learning from me. The people who went to Harvard Law and they went to medical school, they're in my class right now. You know why? It's best. It takes the shortest amount of time. It costs the least. It gets you making money the fastest. And it allows you to make more money more quickly than everyone else.
And you don't need nobody to do it. You can do it on your own.
And you don't need a customer. You don't need a client. You don't need a website. You don't need a product. You don't need nothing.
And may
What I love
add,
about it, Jay, is unemployment, all these things people are experiencing. The trading, man, you're making money up or down. You're making
Up or
money
down.
with the bad economy.
Up
And
or
people don't get
down.
that.
However they
It
want
takes
to do
away
it.
all that tension, like people are dealing with jobs, layoffs, all this stuff, like we are with rates and all this stuff. This is not affected by that. Not at all.
I'm telling you, this is
I
not
want to add that retirees are trading with Jay the Trader, and we don't have to go back to work and say welcome to Walmart.
Come on.
That's another one. My retirees are in here and they don't have to say welcome to Walmart. No, they don't. They're not doing it. All right, they ain't checking no receipts. All right, all the rest, we all we got, but that's cool.
We all we need.
All we need.
All we need.
Bye-bye.
We all we
10
need.
million, baby.
Hey.
I see you, DG.